Do you feel yourself stuck or trapped in a box when you're starting a business? So, welcome back to another video of my YouTube channel, and today we will be talking about how to overcome failure when starting a business in 2020. Well, for those of you who are new here, my name is Kenji and I've generated over 6 figures in profit for my social media marketing agency. And I just want to let you know, if you like this video, at the end of it, please subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments. So let's get right into it. Overcoming failure. Well, you're lucky because I have overcome so many failures, or I have faced so many adversities when I'm starting my business, and I have faced, countless. I can't even count the amount of failures I had, not only in business but also in life. But I'm not going to bore you with my life failures and everything. I'm just going to go directly into my business failures. So I started my business in when I was 16, I believe. I started this power bank business kind of thing. It's not drop shipping. I would import products, basically power banks from Alibaba, because I thought it was cheap, and sell it on an app in my country called Carousel. I don't know if your country has that app, but I had sold I think 10, 20, I can't remember, I think close to 30 power banks through the period of time, and it's probably through 1.5 years I sold 30 power banks. And the profit margins for each power bank is about $15, so 30 times 15 in a year, earn less than $500. But anyways, let me tell you about my failures when I started this business. So first things first, I do not have the capital to import products, and I didn't think it will work. So sometimes I'm telling you, you have to have just a little bit of hope in your life to be able to succeed at something. And I took that leap of faith and I imported over 50 power banks and 100 power banks to my place. And at that point of time, I didn't know drop shipping or e-commerce or any of that stuff. And so I just sold power banks in Carousel. I wasn't bright in the entrepreneurial industry of what was going on to start a real business. The failures I faced was that I realized I couldn't get sales in some of these months, and even if I got, it was only 2-3 sales in a month, and I was so frustrated. And at the end of the day, it was a total fail, because I left with 50 power banks. I think even more, 60 or 70, right? That's because I only sold 30. And the thing I learned here is that always learn from your failures. Whatever it is, always learn from it, because I think every single failure you go through is a lesson learned. And my failure for this is that I didn't have enough manpower, and I didn't have enough customers. All of this was just by organic traffic through the app itself, and the app don't have what I call Facebook advertising kind of thing in the app. So there's no I pay you this amount of money, help me advertise this amount. But I've sold some products and I've learned things from it. I learned that maybe putting a brand on something might sell better, maybe putting the specs, customers what they want, maybe more reviews help you sell better. So I learned a lot when I'm starting this power bank business. It was a very small, I would say even dumb business, but I learned so much from it, and it opened my eyes. Second business I started was something called affiliate marketing. And back at the time, I had used affiliate marketing software. Instagram marketing software called Lead Friend. And now when I look back at it, Lead Friend was horrible. But somehow it grew my account to like 2,000, 3,000, and back then was a big deal, right? 3-4 years ago, if you can grow account to 10k followers, that's a huge deal. Everybody wants to reach to the 10k mark. So I grew my account to like 4-5k followers. It was a motivational account. And then after that, I tried to sell people, because people were also getting to like the Instagram marketing kind of strategy, and they want to start their own business. So I'm trying to sell people on this idea that this thing has helped me grow to 5,000, which it did. And I'm trying to sell them the idea that you only need to pay $25 a month for you to grow the same amount of growth that I had, right? So what's the problem with this? Why did I fail and make $0 worse than the previous business I did? Why did it fail? Number one, I didn't put all my effort into business. I was still starting at a point of time. I didn't focus on just one thing only. And business for me at that point of time wasn't a priority. And if you're watching this now and you are studying, you got to make business a priority. I mean, don't neglect school, that's what I'm saying. But try to make the best out of it as you can, because I knew I didn't have the capacity in my mind that this thing will work. I didn't believe it enough. So that's why it was kind of put off, and I wasn't like, I was doing this and I was like, maybe I'm not doing this today. So following up in DMs, trying to chase sales, and at that point of time, I'm an introvert. I don't even like to talk to people through text, let alone strangers, talking to strangers through text. So it was difficult for me. It was really difficult for me to express myself, and I chose the easy path of not doing it. And the result, 0 sales for my affiliate commissions. And back then I have another friend, and he have achieved some commissions through it. So after that, I gave up. I gave up on business and I focused on studying. And the studying work, sure it did, I got good results and all of that, but that was not what I wanted to do. So in the end, I started a third business, and this time I knew I was going to go all in or I would quit. Here's what I did. I started a motivational account again, but this time looking to sell shoutouts and looking to sell this account potentially for more than what I've invested in it. And it's the same thing, right? Instagram marketing. And back then when I started this motivational account, there were a lot of competitors already. In my second business, there was already a lot of motivational accounts. So this was especially even harder for me to grow. When I gained the followers, I grew this account to like 30k followers, and all through like paid shoutouts from other people. And they were all organic. People viewing my stories. I had incredible engagement. I could even show you the stats that I had. It was incredible. Like, I had 3,000 likes for 30k followers, and that, it's a good number because it's 10% of your followers. So what was wrong this time? Well, this time I failed and get 0 sales because I didn't know how to sell. Just like my previous lesson, I didn't learn from it because I never learned from that mistake, and I took it too lightly. And that's why going into this, I had to learn it the hard way, investing so much time and money into this account. What did I do? I gave up again. I didn't give up, I just kind of put it off, this doesn't work. But back then, I borrowed some money from my parents. So it's time that I cannot quit. It put me in a situation that, okay, I have no choice. So what did I do? So during Chinese New Year, I had this red packet. So in Chinese New Year's event that Chinese people celebrate, right? and your relatives will give you like money in these red packets, and I use all those money, $297, to purchase a course, which I look back on now is a stupid course, right? I don't want to say the name, I don't want to discredit anybody, but I bought a course and it got me started. So how did it get me started? The course wasn't good, but the cold call script was at least decent, right? So I started banging on these cold calls. I started calling because I had no money. So I was doing all of that, and I was going to meetings, right? Meetings over and over again. For 4 months straight, I got 0 clients. And so when I get 0 clients for 4 months straight, I was thinking, you know what, maybe this ain't gonna work. But some part of me, like I told you, I had no choice because I already spent all my money on this course, and if this doesn't work, it will never work. But let me tell you, before all this business thing, when I started my second business in that same year, I went through the toughest thing in my life. Till today, I still think it's the toughest thing compared to all the business failures I did. It was the toughest thing, and that was my powerlifting, right? I went to a world championship. I dieted like crazy. I almost died in the sauna room. I 3 kg cut. My flight got cancelled. I couldn't transit. I had problems in the country. So many things. And at the end of the day, I wanted to break the world record. I didn't. I came in 3rd for the deadlift, but it was good enough to let me know that if you put your heart and dedication into something, it will always come to success. And here's what I did. I didn't give up. I kept hustling. I looked at the ways that I was doing things and change it, and soon I get a client, and then the next, and the next, and the next. And now here I am. I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be able to even take a break and disregard the school mentality, the education mentality that is only one path. I wouldn't be able to disregard that if I didn't succeed, if I didn't put more faith in myself. So I just want you to let you know that every experience is good from failure. And like I said, and I hope you learn this, mistakes should be made and you should learn from them. Learning nothing from those mistakes is the mistake itself. And that I have to go through it a very hard way, and I hope none of you do. Always look at your failures and think about what you can improve. You know, am I doing this right? Am I doing this wrong? Just reflect on it. And if it's wrong, change it. If it's right, keep it. That's the easiest way to give feedback. Failure gives you a lot of things. It teaches you patience. It gives you the mentality to prepare yourself for the worst. And it teaches you trusting the process. When you trust the process enough, and when you believe in yourself enough to succeed, you will succeed. And all you need is patience. It will come. So why do we experience failure? It's because you are not ready yet. Because I'm telling you right now, the way you're going downhill is the same speed as you're going uphill. So when you fail, you're going just like that, right? But once you succeed, just need one client, you go like that. Why? Because you figure everything out. When you sign that one client, you have actually figured how to close a client. And no client signs you by just they're interested from the get-go. No client does that. You need to get them interested. And by signing one client, it shows that you have taken some sort of skill refining in order to do that. So failure teaches you all these things, and when you go uphill, it's the same speed, and you have to be able to take it. And that's why I say to those of you who think failure is just bad, I'm telling you, success sometimes is worse, because you have bigger problems, and in order to face those bigger problems, you have to face your little tiny bit of failure first. And that's what all businesses have to go through. Whether you hate it or not, you won't see the tangible results, because if you do, it means you're successful already. It means you have already signed the client. And that's all about business. You can't really see the progress, you can't really gauge your progress, and that's a scary thing, which makes only the minority who are willing to give in the time and effort to do it to succeed. And that's all that it is. I used to be a soft person, and failure teaches you to be a tough person, right? You can still be soft at heart, but the thing is, don't let people take advantage of you. Stand up for yourself and always do what is right, what you think is right, because at the end of the day, if you're wrong, you just learn from it. And that's why the reflecting part comes in so importantly, because when you learn from it, you won't make the same mistake twice. If you write now, you will know and you will remember for life. Do you remember some things that happened 10 years ago? Sure. Why? Because they had such a deep impact on you. That's why you remember it. So with that said, I hope you realize that everything in life is possible, because once you succeed, you will realize that every impossible task is possible, because no failures doesn't turn to success. If you persevere and you have patience and you put the time and effort into it like nobody else do, you will succeed. And I hope you guys succeed this year in your business. Don't give up, keep pushing. Sometimes it takes more than a year, sometimes it takes 2 years, right? But always be patient, always hustle. And with that said, I'll end this video by saying that the true meaning of never giving up is actually being patient. And if you be patient, you can overcome failures. So that's the end of this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, give it a like. Let me know about what you think about this whole failure thing, right? Let me know what you think in the comments section down below, and also subscribe to this channel if you like this video or I have given you any value. And if you like to, turn on the post notification for videos every single week to help you with your business or your mindset. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.